The very mention of December 7, 1941, conjures images of chaos and tragedy. The audacious attack on Pearl Harbor hurled the United States into World War II, irrevocably altering the course of history. But hold that thought. Let's press rewind on that fateful day. Imagine a December 7th that never came to pass. What if Japan's gamble unfolded differently? Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey where the unimaginable becomes our new reality. This isn't your average history lesson. We're tracing the threads of an alternate timeline, a world where destinies took a dramatic detour, and the very notion of a Pacific War could be a mere footnote in a dusty textbook. Picture 1941. War rages across Europe as Hitler's armies carve a brutal path. Far across the Pacific Ocean, another storm gathers force. Japan, an island nation fueled by ambition and dwindling resources, casts its gaze southward. The oil-rich Dutch East Indies beckon, a lifeline for their relentless war in China. But there's a colossal obstacle: the United States. America, its power yet to be fully unleashed, observes Japan's aggression with alarm. Crippling sanctions and embargoes strain the Japanese economy, threatening to cripple its war machine. It's a pressure cooker about to explode, tension thick enough to cut with a knife. This is our point of divergence, a moment where history hangs on a single decision. Does Japan tread cautiously, seeking other solutions? Or does desperation drive them toward a gamble that could rewrite the world? President Roosevelt, pragmatic and cautious, walks a dangerous tightrope. He desperately wants to avoid war, to keep America out of another global conflict. But the silent might of the US Pacific Fleet, anchored at Pearl Harbor, sends a message of its own, a deterrent Japan cannot ignore. Even in this altered reality, the brilliant and conflicted Admiral Yamamoto wrestles with a devastating possibility. A surprise blow to Pearl Harbor could buy time, temporarily knocking the American giant off balance. Yet, Yamamoto knows such an attack could also rouse a sleeping dragon, unleashing a fury unlike any the world has seen. Pause for a moment and picture it: news bulletins filled not with scenes of devastation, but with tense diplomatic maneuvering. Imagine those iconic images of battleships ablaze, replaced with fragile negotiations. It's an unsettling thought, a world so near and yet so terrifyingly different. But let's not stop at Pearl Harbor. Was the attack truly the only spark that could ignite war, or could these titans of the Pacific have found a way to coexist, however uneasily? Share your wildest theories in the comments. If the power of these what-ifs sets your mind ablaze, hit that like button and show your support. Let's step into this alternate present, a world where the very concept of Pearl Harbor is a footnote in obscure history books. The geopolitical landscape could be unrecognizable. Instead of a US-dominated Pacific, the vast ocean might be a contested arena, with Japan's influence extending far beyond its current borders. Imagine a world where Japanese and Chinese are the languages of international business, where Tokyo sets the trends in technology and pop culture. The very notion of the United States as the preeminent superpower could be challenged. Without the catalyst of Pearl Harbor, perhaps America's military might remain focused domestically. Its cultural influence could be less pervasive globally, creating space for other traditions and philosophies to shape the world's mindset. The butterfly effect of history touches countless lives. Scientists, whose brilliance was channeled towards building the atomic bomb, might have turned their genius to space exploration, medical breakthroughs, or energy solutions unimaginable in our world. In our timeline, J. Robert Oppenheimer is inextricably linked to the birth of the atomic bomb. But in this world without the immediate urgency of a world war, the Manhattan Project might never have materialized. Would Oppenheimer's brilliance have ignited a different kind of scientific revolution? Perhaps he'd be lauded for groundbreaking work in theoretical physics, unlocking secrets of the universe instead of weapons of mass destruction. Yet, Oppenheimer's complex personality would still exist in this alternate world. The deep moral questions that haunted him might take a different form. In a world of shifting superpowers and potential conflict, would he have become an advocate for global disarmament, an icon of scientific ethics? Or might his knowledge tempt ambitious powers? Would a different world war, fueled by yet-to-be-imagined technologies, draw him back onto a path of destructive creation? The father of the atomic bomb might never have earned that chilling title, but Oppenheimer's internal conflict, the struggle between scientific advancement and its potential consequences, remains a timeless issue. The Cold War, a conflict that defined generations, could be replaced by an entirely different ideological struggle, or even a complex multipolar world where alliances shift like desert sands. Consider the social landscape. The civil rights movements, accelerated by the shared sacrifice of World War II, might have unfolded at a slower pace, or perhaps taken a drastically different path in a less unified America. Would women have stepped into the workforce en masse as they did in our timeline, or would traditional societal roles remain more entrenched? Popular culture would be a kaleidoscope of what-ifs. Would legendary Hollywood stars famed for their wartime roles have risen to prominence? The music we listen to, the books we read, the art we admire, all could carry echoes of struggles and triumphs we never witnessed. Let's not forget the profound impact on individuals. Your grandparents might have never met if not for the war reshuffling the world's population. Perhaps your own parents would have grown up on opposite sides of this reimagined Pacific. The very fact of your existence hangs in the balance of this momentous historical shift. Of course, this is but a glimpse into the infinite possibilities of what if. But it's a journey that highlights how our very existence is shaped by pivotal moments echoing through time. If this wild ride through a history that never was sparked your curiosity, then subscribe for more. We'll delve into other monumental crossroads and uncover the forgotten paths our world could have taken. Until then, my friends, let your imaginations roam. Share your wildest theories about this Pearl Harbor-less world in the comments below. And remember, history isn't just about what happened, it's about what could have been.